Hello, I am Alec. I'm a consultant and I just want to hang out. So, we have another hot take today. We're going to have some fun with this one right here. This one's title is What is a Taxpayer? Repeat, what is a taxpayer? So here goes a claim. This claim was dropped on me, earlier this week, and I just thought it was fun. Check this out. I won't trust you until you prove to me you can do what you say you can do. So this is one of the arguments that I'm always presented with whenever I offer my neighbors my services. And here's a simple rebuttal. Don't trust me. Trust your ability to understand the words as written in the law. See evidence below. Right? So I like this one because, it's like, I don't need you to trust me. I just need you to be able to see, and I just need you to be able to read, and then I just need for you and I to agree on some terms and conditions. That's how simple it is for me. So I'm going to show you the law right now in simplicity. Now, check this bit out here. What is a taxpayer? Okay, so I'm pulling this from Title 26 U.S. Code because that is one of the boogeymen for a bunch of my neighbors right now, and we don't like that. So I'm going to show you some simple terms and some simple conditions, okay? This is a taxpayer. The term taxpayer means any person subject to any internal revenue tax, okay? That's what a taxpayer is, okay? So if you're subject to any internal revenue tax, then you are a taxpayer, okay? Now, check out what person is, all right? This is what a person is. The term person shall be construed to mean and include an individual, a trust, estate, partnership, association, company, or corporation. Okay, so when people are running around talking about my person, that's what they're talking about. Because you have to understand, the terms and the conditions is the law, right? So once we can read your words and once we can see what it is that you're saying, then we know who you are and we know what you are, okay? So if you're a taxpayer, that's you. If you're a person, that's you. But that ain't me. All right, let's go ahead and hop on the next slide, all right? We're having fun right now. Check this bit out right here. What is tax administration? So we're going to show you what tax administration is because we know for a fact that a lot of people don't know how to administer their own taxes. How do we know this? Because a lot of people call themselves persons and a lot of people call themselves taxpayers, okay? Now check out this bit right here. This is coming from Title 26 U.S. Code, Internal Revenue Code, okay? We're showing you their own words right now, okay? Check out this bit right here. The term tax administration means the administration, management, conduct, direction, and supervision of the execution and application of the internal revenue laws or related statutes or equivalent laws and statutes of a state, and tax conventions to which the United States is a party. Remember this, okay? And the development and formulation of federal tax policy relating to existing or proposed internal revenue laws, related statutes, and tax conventions. Remember this, okay? And includes assessment, collection, enforcement, litigation, publication, and statistical gathering functions under such laws, statutes, or conventions, okay? That's what tax administration is right there, okay? So what is that? That's one of my creatures, all right? Drop down. Now check out this bit right here. What is the Internal Revenue Service? Okay, so we're going to show you a quick summary of what the IRS is, okay? The IRS is a bureau of the Department of the Treasury. That's one of my creatures, okay? Rewind. The IRS is a bureau of the Department of the Treasury and one of the world's most efficient tax administrators, okay? That's what they claim. They claim that they're one of the world's most efficient tax administrators, okay? Check this out. Here goes some of their proof right here. In fiscal year 2023, the IRS collected more than 4.7 trillion in revenue and processed more than 271 plus million tax returns. Okay, so I would have to agree with them. They are very efficient. They are very efficient at doing their job, and I give them props for that. Okay, and also that's one of my creatures too. Okay, all right, so we're done with that bit. Let's hop on our next slide. Check this out. True story. Here goes a true story. All right, in the United States, the Congress, that's one of my creatures, the Congress passes tax laws and requires taxpayers to comply. Okay, so if you're a taxpayer, then you must comply. Check this out. The taxpayer's role is to understand and meet his or her tax obligations. Okay, and this is where we like to come in. Okay, because we want to make sure that you understand what your obligations are. Okay, and we know for a fact right now a lot of people don't understand their duty and their obligations. Okay, check this out. The IRS role is to help the large majority of compliant taxpayers with the tax law while ensuring that the minority who are unwilling to comply pay their fair share. So that's what they do right there. Okay, so that's what my creature does. Okay, it educates you, it makes sure that you know what the tax law is, and then it makes sure that those people who don't want to pay, they're going to pay. Okay, that's what they do. All right, check this out. Drop down. Trust, trustee, beneficiary. Hi, I'm a trustee and I know how to execute the trust. And I'm going to show you this bit right here, and this one's fun. Okay, check this out. In the United States, I am free to acquire, possess, and protect my property. See evidence below. Now check out this constitutional provision right here. It says all people are by nature free, and whenever we see free, we see exempt. Okay, rewind. It says all people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights. Those are God-given rights. Okay, check this out. Among these are enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy. Okay, so whatever property that I'm able to acquire with my minds or with my hands, that's my property, that's private, and it's not subject to the IRS. Now, that's only because I know how to organize myself and I know how to instruct. Okay, so if you don't know how to organize yourself and you don't know how to instruct, then you're a taxpayer and you get what you get, because them just be the rules to the game. Okay, and it's fair. All right, so let's hop on our next slide. We're done with that bit right there. All right, here we go. Trust, trustee, beneficiary. I hope you see the pattern here that we're laying out for you. Now check this out. I administer God's property with trust. I own nothing and I'm cool with that. Repeat, I don't own anything and I'm cool with that. See evidence below. Now, check out, this is where my laws come from. My laws come from the Holy Bible, King James Version. That's what's up. And I have a duty and an obligation to oversee the government, because that's what I was created to do. I was created to keep and dress the garden, and the IRS and the Treasury Department fall under my jurisdiction. Okay, but I know that they can't touch me because I'm a trustee of God. Okay, check this out. 25. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be made fat. So everything that I do in trust with God, because God is my Lord, right? So I'm not worried about stirring up strife with anybody, because I'm not proud. I'm not proud. I'm very humble, and I'm just a servant, and I'm cool with that, right? So I don't have any titles behind my name. The only title that I have behind my name is called man servant. Okay, that's all I am. I'm man and I'm a servant, and I operate as a trustee for people. All right, check out this bit right here. 25. And he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which be Caesar's, and unto God the things which be God's. What is that called? That's called, you need to know where your cookie jars are at. Okay, I know where my cookie jars are because I'm responsible for managing my Father's cookie jar, which is God. Okay, so God has a cookie jar and then the people have a cookie jar, right? And then a person has a cookie jar, and I know how to divide them rightly because I know what words to use, okay? And this is why I'm cool with it, and I don't own anything, and I'm fine with that because I love just administering the trust because it's a fun job. I was created to keep and dress the garden, okay? So we're done with that bit right there, okay? I hope you saw what we just put down for you. All right, here we go. Conclusion. Trust God. Learn to control your person. Repeat. Trust God. Learn to control your person. Show the people how to move with simplicity. Test, break, and build free people by God with love. Game over. And that's all we do. We love doing it because it's so much fun, because this is what I was created to do, and I love to serve my neighbor, okay? So we just wanted to throw that bit down right there because, people like to throw words in our face, and, they think that we don't know what it is that we're talking about, and I'm fine with that, and I'm cool with that because I'm just probably not the one meant to serve you. But I'm looking for people to serve, and I'm looking for people to hook up with trust, okay? So if you want us to hook you up and show you how to administer trust entities, you should contact us, okay? Our information is either going to be on the screen or in the description, or you can go to the profile, you can get it there, and you can say, hello sir, can you show me how to control my taxpayer? Because my taxpayer is running wild right now, and I want to put them in check, right? And if you and I seem like we're going to be a good fit, then we'll hook you up, we'll show you some rules to the game, and we'll get out there and we'll get to work for you, okay, my neighbor? Until then, I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.